Hello everyone. Today I will share my CAP interview experience with you all. So my interview was on 26th Feb and the venue was Lemon Tree Hotel in Kosambi and it's near to Anand Vihar metro station. Reporting time was 1:30 in the PM, so I reached on time and after entering the hotel, they directed us to a big hall where we have to wait. And after some time, they announced our name for the document verification process. And I noticed one thing that they were checking every single document very properly and even calculating the 10-12 percentages. So after document verification, they were directed us for the VAT, and with the help of the projector, the topic was displayed, and my topic was is renewable energy is truly renewable. So I think that was not a very difficult one. So we have provided with almost 20 minutes to write on that topic, and the sheet was one half side and other full side available for that. So after the completion of the VAT, they will call your name for the PI process and they will take you in the batches for the interview. So I waited for almost 2 hours in the same hall. Then they called my name and took us to the third floor where the interview process was going on. So I think the second last in my panel. So and my turn came and I entered the room and there were two male professors, one in 30s and the other one in I think in 40s. So I entered and wished them. So the first question sir asked me, who are you? फिर मैंने उसका रिप्लाई दिया myself Vicky Yadav. Then he said, are you sure? मैंने कहा yes sir. Then he said, you are totally different from the image you uploaded in the application form. Then मैंने कहा sir, I think it's just the difference of the beard, nothing else. So but he said no, it's totally different. Then he asked me, show me your any other ID. Then I showed them my Aadhaar card. Then after looking at the Aadhaar card image, they again said, no, you are not same. And then I replied, sir, I think Aadhaar card image also have beard, so that's why that may be the difference. So then the sir stood up and went outside. Then I don't know what happened. Then after some time he came back almost in 4 to 5 minutes and maybe he got confirmation from the outside and then he started the interview. So that was a crazy thing. So firstly he asked with a very different question. So he started announcing name like Geeta, Sita, Meeta and all that, and then he asked me to calculate the regression of all that. So uska reply kiya, sorry sir, I am not very much comfortable in statistics because it was not in my curriculum. So but he said, okay, you don't know about the regression, then tell me about the standard deviation. So standard deviation का मेरे को पता था तो मैंने वो अच्छे से explain कर दिया. So after that they asked me the difference between the Rabi and Kharif. तो वो मेरे background से है तो मैंने easily answer कर दिया. And they asked me from which language these both words came. So उसका मैंने Greek answer कर दिया था but वो गलत था. उन्होंने then correct किया कि they are Arabic words. So then he asked me, do you know from which language monsoon word came? तो वो मेरे को पता था कि वो अरेबिक से है. So मैंने अरेबिक, तो वो मेरा आंसर सही था. Okay, so after that they asked me about the soil composition. So वो मैंने सारा explain कर दिया, sand silt, clay ratio and all that. So उस आंसर से काफ़ी satisfied हो गए थे. Then after that he asked me that who's the largest producer of milk. Then उसका मैंने reply कर दिया, yes sir, India is the largest producer of milk. Then he said, do you know that who has the monopoly in the milk in India? मैंने reply कर दिया, yes sir, Amul has the monopoly in the dairy market. Then he said okay. So then he asked me, if you see this condition from the point of view of all the seller who sell milk or their product to Amul, so what that condition will be called? So I said, yes sir, that it will be called a monopsony condition. Then they will have this single buyer. Then he said okay. Then he also said, yeah, that's a good answer. Okay, so after that they asked me a question that tell me name of the crop that don't require standing water but require water at 2-3 days interval. So उसका मैंने आंसर किया, सर आई थिंक शुगर केन. बट उन्होंने नहीं कहा कि नहीं, आई डोंट थिंक सो. So then I explained little bit about that. Yes sir, it can be possible, but he said he was not that much satisfied. So then he asked next question that do you know why during the tea cultivation why we make a slope. Then उससे मेरे को समझ आ गया कि पिछले क्वेश्चन का आंसर टी था. That's why we make slope, that it cannot hold water, so that's why we make a slope. So उसका मैंने फिर आंसर किया yes sir, the last question answer is also tea. Then he smiled and बोलते now you got it. मैंने फिर reply किया yes sir. So then he asked me about the problems faced by farmers. So वो मेरा prepared answer था, तो मैंने वो easily answer कर दिया. Then he asked me a very unique question. Then do you know the difference between broccoli and cauliflower? दोनों बहन ही तो हैं. He just said in हिंदी दोनों बहन ही तो है, तो क्या डिफरेंस है इनमें. फिर मैंने कहा कि सर ब्रोकली इज़ अ वाइल्ड वैरायटी एंड बट मेरे को उतना श्योर नहीं था. सो सर ने मैंने रिप्लाई कर दिया सर आई डोंट हैव वेरी मच नॉलेज अबाउट दैट. देन ही सेड ओके. So then he asked me which one is the better for which better for soil, either pulses and cereal. So it was easy one. So basically my whole interview was revolving around my academics, that is agriculture field itself, and they didn't ask me anything like why MBA and all that. So he asked me the next question, is organic farming feasible? So मैंने उसका आंसर कर दिया था इजली कि right now India is not ready for organic farming. So basically the reason behind that, we have a very huge population and right now the productivity from the organic farming is not that much. So firstly we have to reach the level where we can produce as much we are producing inorganically, then only we can do the switch. So he was just satisfied and also gave the example of Sri Lanka. So after that he was continuously asking me question, then the other sir just interrupted him and said sir we are running out of time. So I think he was very interested in my field maybe. So even after that he asked me 2-3 questions and he asked me, do you know about Agri University in Coimbatore? Then I was not able to remember the name. So then he asked me, do you know where is Coimbatore? Then yeah, I answered, in Tamil Nadu. So after that he said just okay, that's it for your interview. Then जैसे ही मैं खड़ा होकर चलने लगा, then he asked me, do you know about IRMA? फिर मेरे को उसका रिप्लाई किया, yes sir I know about IRMA and I also a senior IRMA. Then he asked me, then why you don't prefer IRMA? फिर मैंने उसका रिप्लाई कर दिया कि yes sir I have gained the enough technical knowledge in the agriculture field during my undergraduation. So in right now I want to understand the business side of agriculture instead of just in related to agriculture field only, and I want to start something of my own in the future. Then he said okay, and that's it for my interview. So the overall experience I would say was very great, and that was the only interview after which I felt very happy. I don't know why, but it went very well and I answered most of the question answered by them instead of just regressor one. I didn't know about that. So overall experience was very good and I got free at around 4 o'clock. So that's it for my CAP interview experience, and I also done with my IIM interview. So soon I will share the transcript. So thank you everyone. Till then, keep working hard. All the best.